Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie here and I'm back with another video. First things first, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had a really nice new year, a really safe, happy, positive new year. I have lots of content planned on the channel in the new year. Shein hauls, room transformations, fashion videos, so just look out for that. As you can see, I'm trying to try new things on my channel and make my channel better as time goes on. So I have a new intro and it's going to be my consistent intro until I decide to change it. So I hope you guys like the new intro and outro. In today's video, you've already seen the title. I'm going to be doing 10 tips to actually have a successful 2021, and these are tips not just for you guys, but they're tips that I'm taking into 2021 myself. And so without further ado, I don't want to ramble on too long, so let's get into it. I'm going to be looking at a bit because I have things written down, but the first tip I have is so important, and I think it's, first of all, to don't feel pressured to be a superhuman this year. I feel like after the train wreck that was 2020, like we're all feeling like, okay, 2021, new year, new me, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to be on my game more than ever before now. And I feel like whilst that mindset isn't terrible, I feel like we need to also give ourselves grace. Last year was a terrible year, and hopefully this year is going to be much better, and we're going to be easing out of the conditions we were in last year. And I just feel like you need to give yourself time and not be too harsh on yourself to be a superhuman and do every single thing that you might want to do. I think you need to set yourself some realistic goals that aren't going to take too much out of you, and make sure you just try and achieve that small list of goals, because I feel like it's no point in saying I'm going to do 100 million things and not really having the time or the ability to do that, you know. Secondly, you have to find a planning system that works for you, and this could be literally anything. It could be writing in a notebook, it could be having a planner, it could be using Google Calendar, it could be using a bullet journal like I do. You just need to find a planning system that works for you. It can literally even be writing stuff in the notes of your phone. Like, you need to find a planning system that works for you and stick to it, because if you find a planning system that you'll actually use and you can actually utilize really well, that means you can probably get tasks done in a more effective and efficient way. And I feel like that's really important, because, you know, I feel like last year I felt like time was always going away with me, and I would honestly, if I didn't have my bullet journal last year and I didn't write down like my deadlines and things and everything I had to do, I would have probably forgotten about a lot of it. Having a planner and having somewhere I can write things down really helped me to keep myself somewhat organized. And I feel like that this could be for anyone, whether it's for work, whether it's for if you're an influencer or whatever, or if you are a student. I feel like having a planning system is really important, just to keep you organized and to make you feel like you can have your life together in 2021. Number 3, fix your sleeping schedule. I am not just telling this to you guys, this is something I'm telling myself, because it's something that's pretty important. The thing is, we always feel like, oh, we have so many things we want to do. We want to wake up early to exercise, we want to have time to meal prep, we want to do this and do that. But honestly, especially nowadays when a lot of us are doing work and school from home, there's a tendency that we might like sleep in, or, you know, not wake up early, or go to bed at really late times. And honestly, when you do that and you're not getting enough sleep, you don't have the energy to do the things that you want to do. So I wanted to work out a lot like during the end of the year, but my sleeping pattern was terrible, so I didn't even have the energy to wake up in the morning to work out. And this is how bad habits develop. I feel like we need to, obviously, you know, like I said, don't be too hard on yourself, but I do feel like it's, in order to have like a more productive lifestyle, we need to be getting the average amount of sleep that is necessary for each of us as individuals. You need to find how much sleep that you need to have to feel energized, and try and have that amount of sleep. Try and do things that help you turn off before you have to go to sleep, and also have an alarm that's not too jarring. And also there's tips for like waking up early, like putting your phone on the other side of the room so you have to get up out of bed to, you know, answer your alarm and things like that. So make sure you just fixing your sleeping pattern and waking up and sleeping at good times for you that work for you, because that in and of itself, waking up early, is just gonna make you feel so much better about yourself and much more productive and more ready to like take on the day and take on tasks you might have in the day. Number 4, exercising. I'm including this here, and I'm my next one actually, not for a more aesthetic reason of like looking good. Obviously it's good, like if we exercise and we work out, we'll look good, but I feel like genuinely at this time when, like, you know, COVID is still low-key a thing, you know, it just gets turned 2021, COVID didn't go away, wear your masks, stay inside, all that. But I think we need to be taking care of our health now more than ever, and just making sure that you're getting some type of physical activity throughout the week, whether that's taking walks every now and then or actually working out. It doesn't have to be a 5 to 7 times a week thing unless that's what you're into, but just try and work out like 2 times a week, or and do some type of physical activity if you can for 30 minutes every day. I just feel like it's so important. And I feel like when you do physical activity, I'm pretty sure it does release like positive hormones or something in you that actually make you feel happy and much more better about yourself. Because honestly, everybody hates working out, everybody hates exercising, but once you do it, most of the time you do feel really good after it. Just having that as part of your routine will make you have a much more productive day overall, will make you feel much better, like, and stronger. I feel like you can accomplish so much more when you feel strong and you feel healthy in your body. So I feel like definitely this is something I'm really telling myself this year, because that's how I want to feel. I want to have more energy to do things. And kind of leading on from that, number 5 is that we should try and fix our diets. Again, I'm not saying that you need to go on a crazy diet. I'm not saying you need to go vegan or vegetarian or whatever. I'm just saying that we need to change our diet in the small ways that will help impact our health. Maybe less snacking, having less sweets in the house, you know, maybe trying intermittent fasting, try eating things in moderation, just trying to incorporate more healthy choices when we can. Because I get it, we're all at home now, it's like there's a tendency for us to just binge eat everything. I've been there, I've done that, but I feel like now in 2021 we should try and like make better choices where we can, just because again, when we eat good we can feel good and have energy to do things that we want to do overall, and it all just like works out together. And I feel like this is probably in everybody's, you know, how to have a successful 2021. Well, honestly, taking care of yourself is so important, and I genuinely feel like if you make small changes here and there that will better your health, you'll feel better overall to achieve things you want to achieve. Number 6, find a hobby. I feel like everybody is going to be so work and passion and money, grind focus this year, because like I said, last year was a train wreck. But I feel like it's also important to have a hobby, something that is just for fun, something that you go to decompress, to release stress. I'm really wanting to start reading more this year and writing hopefully this year again, because I used to really love writing before, and I just want it to be an outlet for me, just something you do that's going to make you happy and just going to give you like a break from your grind, a break from your schoolwork, a break from your actual work. Just make sure you find a hobby, and that could be literally anything. It's really important to balance work and play. So even though we want to have a productive and successful 2021, we do want to be having a well-balanced and well-rounded life overall. So yeah, make sure you find a hobby. Number 7, be mindful of your mental health. Mental health is not a joke. Mental health is just as important as your physical health, because realistically with physical health, at least maybe, okay, I have a cold, I know how to treat that. I have a broken leg, I'll go to the hospital, whatever. But with mental health, it's something that not everyone can recognize on you, and sometimes you don't even realize it yourself, and it just kind of eats away at you. And if you have so many goals and you encounter like hurdles in the road, obstacles in the road, it kind of impacts your mental health. You need to make sure you're kind of just checking in on yourself. Maybe try and find someone to talk to when you feel like, oh, maybe I'm feeling down, whether that's a family member, a friend, a therapist, if you really want to see a therapist. Just make sure you're keeping on top of your mental health this year, because I know this year is still going to be challenging for people, because people are trying to fix all the mistakes and make up for all the lost time of last year. And I feel like that's going to make people feel like, oh, I'm failing if I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. But number 1, you're not. Just take time for yourself. And number 2, just make sure you're on top of your mental health, and remember that your mental health is important and it does matter. So don't put it secondary, don't put it away. Make sure it's a priority, because if your mental health is good and you're monitoring your mental health and you're keeping on top of it, you'll be able to again have a more productive life. Don't put mental health secondary this year. Make it another important thing in your life. Number 8, just try switching up something about you this year. Whether that's your surroundings, whether that's your appearance, just try switching up something about you, because I just feel like after last year we do kind of want to feel like we have a reset or a change. Just try and switch up something about you in order to just give you that little confidence boost, give you that little, like, you know, feeling of, as cheesy as new year, new me. Now we're gonna accomplish so much this year if we can, and if we can't, it's okay, because you know, I still changed this thing about myself. I still changed my surroundings. I still made an environment for myself, or did something for myself that felt good. It's kind of like how having cute workout clothes make you feel good to work out, and then you feel better about yourself in general because you worked out. Like, just try switching something up about yourself, maybe every now and again, just to keep things fresh throughout the year, so you can keep motivated and, you know, have a successful year. Number 9, surround yourself with like-minded people if possible. And since, you know, we can't really see people for now, and we don't know how long we can properly be interacting with people for, I feel like make sure you surround yourself with like-minded content. Like for me, my faith is something I really want to work on this year, so I really want to start like watching a lot more faith related YouTubers and things like that. And so I feel like that kind of thing is really good because it keeps you kind of reminded of your goals. Like for me, it will keep me like reminded of my goals, my faith goals. I'm constantly seeing content that's about faith and God and things like that. So I feel like, you know, surround yourself with like-minded content if you can. Try and read books or watch movies or YouTubers or whatever it is, or to have or network with people online if it's possible that are like-minded, that will encourage you, that will help you out, that you can ask questions to, that will be of like help and be of value in your life. I just feel like that's good. Number 10, and my final tip, is don't be afraid of failure and just go for it. Of course, don't make reckless choices that are like super reckless and like, oh my god, like that would be a stupid decision no matter the circumstance. But I feel like just go for things. I feel like what 2020 taught us was that life is short and life is so unexpected and life is so, everything can change, and life as we know it could change. Like no one could have expected 2020 to happen. No one could have expected anything that happened last year to happen realistically. So I feel like we spend so much of our lives holding back, having what ifs, having maybes, and having you know. But I feel like this is the year where we just need to go for that. If you want to start a business this year, go for it. If you want to write a book this year, go for it. If you want to try and like learn a new skill, learn a new language, go for it. You know, we have time more than ever now, and I feel like we have to just realize that life is just going to keep going and things are just going to keep happening. So we should just do what we want to do now. If we can't have the time and the ability to do it, we just need to do it. And I feel like we should just not let fears hold us back from doing things that we want to do, because you know, it's just time that we just like suck it up and like do the things we want to do and just live the life that we want to live. And I feel like if that's possible, just go for it in 2021. And I feel like once you start something, you'll end up seeing that, wow, I could do this thing, and it'll help you to be more successful, more productive, more better, feel better about yourself, you know. So honestly, just go. Yeah, that's all the tips I have for you guys. I hope you guys found some of these helpful, and I hope that these have encouraged you. Just remember that I'm always here encouraging you guys. I hope that we can encourage each other together. I'm going to be doing a lot of things on my channel. I'm also going to be starting a lot of things in my personal life. Again, my relationship with God. I'm going to be doing Chloe Ting workouts for starting on Monday, and you know, just doing things like that. So if you want to come on this journey with me, if you want us to keep each other accountable and things like that, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. It'll be in the description box, and it'll be also at the end of the video. So if you want to follow me on those platforms, so we can like, you know, rub shoulders, encourage each other during those Chloe Ting workouts, you know, help each other with meal plans, things like that, just stay tuned on my channel. And like I said, I have so much content coming your way, guys. I spent last night just planning out videos that I want to film, so I really hope you guys will look forward to those and enjoy those when they come out. And yeah, that's all I really have to say for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have the best 2020 ever, and that you're all happy and safe and healthy this year. Bye. Okay, now it's the portion of the video where I just leave a little message. If you see this part of the video, comment down below one of your New Year's resolutions, because I'd like to see what your New Year's resolutions are this year. Bye.